Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.
Welcome back to another week of the fuckery. This is your disappointed but not surprised co-host. I'm Alex.
I'm Addie.
This week we want to give a special shout out to one of our listeners.
Yeah.
Who gave us a 2-star review.
Whoop, whoop.
Carrie,
go fuck your mother. So actually, before we begin our episode, we just want to read one of our reviews. Okay. So we're trying to get 5 stars on iTunes. People rate us.
if
Don't
you
rate
haven't,
us.
give us the 5 damn stars.
Yeah, give us the 5 damn stars. And if you don't like us, just DM us and tell us you hate us. Don't fucking hate on us on iTunes, man. So Carrie A1126 writes 2 stars. Need more Alex and way less Addie. Addie does best when she barely talks. Alex brings a side of comedy and true relation to the show, while Addie constantly interrupts others and has a shrieking tendency that is very annoying.
Love you, girl. Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong, you fucking slut, but like, she's not wrong.
I don't notice the shrieking.
I talk loud sometimes, and I definitely talk over others. She's not wrong.
Okay, so we'll be mindful of it, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, or I'll just shriek more.
Okay.
So, Carrie, thanks for listening, girl.
Yeah, tell your friends.
Tell your friends. All right, so on to that, but at least we have listeners, so that's all we're proud about.
Yes, thank you.
So last week we did a Q&A. And this week we're actually going to continue a Q&A because we got a lot more questions that people were writing in, and I don't know, we had fun doing it last week. So Alex, do you want to start us off on the first question?
Yes. Why do crazy people fuck the best? Okay.
Alex?
I can vouch for that. It is true. The crazier you are, the better you are in bed. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, guys, felons, do not underestimate them.
Do not underestimate a fucking felon.
Dude, attempted murder, felony drug charges, high-speed chases with the cops. Like, that's fucking hot.
Yep.
I know for a fact you're good in bed.
Yes.
So, call me. Let's go on Love After Lockup.
Like, I don't want a Ted Bundy or anything like that.
No,
I don't need like a
I'm saying like
serial killer.
Non-violent felony offenses are like hot in my book.
Oh, yeah.
And I know even like attempted murder, like assault with a deadly weapon, that's cool too, because you didn't kill the person, but
you're not a murderer.
No, and you're also definitely good in bed.
Right, 100%.
And I'm saying this from like women's perspective, but guys say it too.
Yeah.
Crazier
chicks,
the
better.
Yep.
Crazy chicks fuck the best. You know what it is? Because I guess when you're not that crazy, you're not that like...
Maybe you're more reserved.
Yeah, more reserved. But the crazier you are, you're like a fucking savage in bed.
Yep.
Like hitting, spanking,
Yep.
slapping, different positions, upside down. Like there's no shame in anything. You want to bring out like a fucking drilled chainsaw of a dildo? Okay, bring that shit out. You want to fuck me in my ass and like fist my other hole? Okay, bring it out. Like, and there's no shame.
Yeah, there's not.
Or I feel like a lot of like vanilla people have shame in bed and they don't want to explore themselves sexually because they're embarrassed of it.
Yeah.
But the crazier you are, the less shame you have for shit, and you're a fucking freak.
Oh, yeah. Like a girl could burn a guy's house down for even having like another girl in his phone.
Yeah. And then they'll be together next
call her
weekend.
next week.
Yep.
They'll be like, I know you killed my whole family in the fire, but like, want to comfort me after the funeral? Like,
Yep.
They'll
like
do
golden
that.
pussy.
Yep.
Golden fucking pussy.
I know. No wonder I have so many repeat clients. Just kidding. But all right. Well, speaking of that, I have a story.
Do tell.
I've had someone telling me that I'm batshit crazy. I need mental help. I'm mentally unstable.
Mentally unstable, you got told like 8 times by this guy.
Yeah, by the same person. Yet
Why is he hanging out with you 24/7 then?
Yet you are the one that keeps asking me to chill. If I am so batshit crazy, not that he isn't, why do you want to hang out with me? So last week, he goes on another rant about how I'm unstable and I need all this mental help and this and that, and meditation's not doing it for me, and I need way more than that.
Bro.
I said, whatever you say. I literally don't care about your this person's
Your
opinion.
beliefs, yeah.
Whatever. Then I wake up this morning to a dick pic from the person.
It was a fucking hot dick pic. I was like, whoa, he's got a great dick though.
Well, now you know why.
Now I know why you keep going back to that weebie.
But listen, that was the last straw. You're not going to tell me I'm mentally unstable 8 times. It's going to be now on the 8th
9
time.
time is the straw.
Yeah, now you're cut. Now I'm done with you.
8 times is too much.
I didn't even do anything mentally unstable either that I'm aware of.
You lied about smoking an e-cigarette.
Oh, yeah. That's not
Okay, big fucking deal. But like, yo, I think that is so funny that he was just like, fuck you, mentally unstable bitch, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward the next morning, dick pic with abs.
One week to the day. Like, which one is it?
Right.
We're not doing both. We're not sweeping this under the rug like we swept the last one under the rug.
Right.
No.
And you're not like swooning me with your wiener photo.
No.
He had sick abs though. I'd probably be like, hi, daddy.
No. I would be like, well, for me to answer him, I would be mentally unstable.
Yeah.
We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think you're mentally unstable.
Thank you. I don't think I am either.
No, I think you got it together. I think he's the mentally unstable one. But yeah, the crazier you are, the better you fuck. And it is because you have like no shame with anything and you're down for anything.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like, you know.
Yeah, crazy people aren't embarrassed of their antics.
Nope.
So they're definitely not going to be embarrassed of anything in the bedroom.
Nope. They're going to hang by a fucking chandelier, swing, whatever, Sibian, like it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So we're like the more reserved people, they're more vanilla. They're okay with like missionary and downward dog and that's it.
Yeah.
Pass. Okay, next question. Female teachers and male high school students is okay. We would literally fuck a barn door at that age. This is a guy writing in, by the way. Male teachers and female students are not okay. Don't argue it. So true.
He's right.
He's right. I mean, granted, it's never okay for like a 14-year-old boy and like a 28-year-old teacher.
No.
But if you're a dude... It's like, yo, man, you fuck Mrs. Tilda, you know? Like, high five, bro. And then the dads of the kid are like, I'd fuck her too, man.
Yep.
Whereas, like, a girl being, like, having sexual encounters at 14 with, like, a 28-year-old male, that's rape.
Right. Well, also, if a guy teacher has sex with a female student, they go to a jail for a while.
A long time.
A woman teacher that has sex with a male student, they get like probation.
Really?
They'll do
and their
like a
job's
year.
gone, obviously.
Yeah.
And they can never teach again.
There's a show on Hulu. It's called A Teacher. And it's a series now. But they adapted it from like a movie. I don't know if it was a book too, but whatever. So I watched it. This woman, she's a high school teacher. She's probably like our age. And she starts tutoring one of her students. They start hooking up. She gets drunk one night, tells somebody, you know, it goes from there. But, you know, the kid turned 18 during their affair. So
then that's not that
technically, he's not like a minor. He's not like 13, which is just disgusting. But still, like, you know, you should know better as the teacher. You know what I mean?
I would not find a fucking 18-year-old attractive whatsoever.
I know, me neither.
Like, do they even have fucking pubes?
I don't know.
I mean, they do. I had pubes at 18. But like 18 to me, even if I was a 28-year-old teacher, not fucking attractive.
Well, I know somebody that happened to. They were 18. They were a senior in high school, a male. The female teacher in her 40s came on to him it was exposed through in the school, like the principal and faculty were made aware of it. She ended up losing her job.
Of course you do.
She was fucking married. Probably got divorced. It was like it was a huge thing. Like it was a big ordeal. It was in the newspaper. But you just ruined your career for what?
For some
a kid that's going to go off to college and forget all about you?
I can understand like your college professor.
Yeah.
At 21 years old and like a hot like 28, 30-year-old college professor. Like I've dated guys 11 years older than me.
Yeah.
College professors, I'd fucking bang.
That's not even a thing because everybody's a consenting adult.
Right.
So like that's fine in my book.
Right. I'm for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Get that A+, bitch.
Right.
But like high school, I don't understand how these women find these guys attractive.
I don't know. One of my old friends, she used to date the teachers in high school.
That's weird.
Yeah, and her parents used to like ask her if she was a lesbian because she never brought guys home, and she was like,
shit.
meanwhile I was dating all the fucking teachers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she like was known for that. It was like hilarious. She always dated older people though, and then she's like, yeah, when I was in high school I was dating all the teachers.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And if that ever fucking got out, because I'm sorry, how is it not going to get out? High school girls, high school guys, they talk. Especially if they have something that big, they're going to fucking yap about it. So, like, the teacher's always going to be fucked.
There was a rumor going around in my high school that this girl was dating one of the teachers. And they were denying it, like, you know, trying to squash the rumor. But it was like he always was, like, looking at her, giving her attention. I think he might have been, like, her coach on a sports team. I don't know, some weird shit. And lo and behold, we graduate and they're in a fucking relationship.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
I always had the biggest crush on my high school gym teacher. Like, I would be, like, hanging from the pull-up bar, like, Mr. Aries, can you give me a boost? Like,
mine was like a dyke.
That was my middle school gym teacher. And we had to be in the locker room changing, like, Galpin's watching us hide. But, like, no, my high school gym teacher was so hot. He's still really good looking.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's so handsome.
It's
but
nice
like,
to have eye candy in the classroom. I would never even think of doing that in high school, though.
I mean, let me tell you, if I got the opportunity to make out with my high school gym teacher, I totally would have at the time. But he wasn't that kind of guy. Like,
right.
he's a stand-up married kids or whatever.
Yeah.
I just had the crush on him.
Right.
And so did all the fucking moms.
Right. He's
all the fucking
unattainable,
moms
so.
were like, oh, we love him. Yeah. But, like, I don't fucking get why the teachers do that. I understand why the guy teachers would, especially 18-year-old females today, are like, they look like they're 30 with the makeup on, with the boobs, with the tight pants. They all got hot little bodies. Where me, it was like brace face, you know.
Yeah,
I
my
never
hair
had
pulled back, like not even in a high ponytail. It was like straight on the back of my head. I looked like a founding father. Braces and acne.
7 years ago.
Oh, who was that again? Woodrow Wilson? Side note, guys.
Oh, side note.
Addie thought, what did you think?
Okay. Okay. So, like, if you're a regular listener, you're going to know that I have had a really bad drug problem back in the day. And I was an alcoholic and I was a fucking disaster, right? Disaster. Alcoholic, boozing every single day. Whatever. So college, I was a train wreck. And all throughout high school, I used to cheat off of the girl in front of me. So like I never was a good student. I'm smart, but I never cared about studying.
Yeah.
Right? It was always more guys booze, guys booze. So in college, I had to write an essay, and my college professor was shot. I mean, the guy would show up to an hour class 35 minutes late. One day he had this huge rip in his shirt and he was just like sweating profusely. I mean, the guy was a mess. And I actually look back today and I think that he was a fucking alcoholic.
I was going to say he was probably an alcoholic too.
Right. So we'd all be in class like, where the fuck is this teacher? And like, I learned nothing. So I don't know. I think I was like all Adderalled up or like drunk one night thinking that I would be really good at writing a paper. Because you know when you come home drunk and you're like, oh, I'm going to ace this art project.
Yeah.
And then the next morning you look at it and it's like
Looks
Picasso.
like you took a shit on the
Like the ears are on the nose and you're like, what? So I wrote this essay and it was on history. And I don't know why I thought this, but I was like literally convinced that
Woodrow Wilson.
no, wait, that
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela was the first black president of the United States of America.
After Woodrow Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson in 1964.
Like, what?
And he like abolished apartheid. And this whole fucking like 30-page essay on it. But guys, here's the best part of this. I got a B++.
That's amazing.
We hung it on our fucking fridge. I come home from school like so excited, show it to my roommate Lauren at the time. I was like, oh, Lauren, I passed. And she's like, oh, cool, let me see it. And then she reads all this fucking shit about Nelson Mandela being the first black president of the United States of America. And she goes, what the fuck?
Dude, when you told me that story, I was dying.
So now we hung it on our fridge. We're like so excited. And then we had a party that night. But B+, this is how bad the fucking teacher was.
He didn't give a shit.
He didn't give a shit.
If the first sentence made sense, he was probably like, B.
Yeah, exactly. He passed everybody because he knew he was a fuck up.
Yeah,
So-
and if anybody complained because
yeah.
they didn't like his grade.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Then like, dude, you came into school at class and your shirt was completely fucking ripped open, like you got in a fight with a tree.
He probably slept in a tree the night before.
And you were like sweating profusely. So
Okay, why are nudists and swingers never anybody that you want to see naked?
so true.
That is so true.
So true. Hedonism, you know, the ripping and the tearing.
Yeah.
Where that guy's just thrusting around. Anybody that hasn't seen that, look up the ripping and the tearing on YouTube, man. I mean, no.
Wait,
They're hideous.
you like the nude beaches by us?
They're gross.
disgusting.
They're saggy.
So so if you live where we live and you wanted to walk to like Fire Island from Robert Moses Beach, you have to pass the nude beach.
Yeah. What is it? Not Cherry Grove.
No, I don't even know. It's just like, I don't know.
It's the nude
nude
beach.
beach. Everybody there, shit is down to their fucking knees.
Dude, they're all like 85 and
Yep.
fucking like sagging ball sacks.
Yeah, this is not Europe where
No.
everyone is hot
No.
and like naked.
Or Miami where their tits are all done.
Yeah,
Like
no.
I'm for that.
Yeah, I would go nude at a hot place.
I've
but,
gone
like,
nude in Miami and I've gone nude in Europe.
I don't blame you. I
Yeah.
would too.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go nude with these creeps.
Not on Fire Island. Especially like I know that something would happen and I'd see like my weird fucking uncle there.
Oh yeah.
100%.
And they're like jogging on the beach and they're like
With their
dick and balls.
yeah,
are, like,
just flapping in the wind.
Oh my God,
like
it's
on the
horrible.
side of their thigh, like
And I'm just like looking down like, oh my God, when's it over? When's it over?
my mom and I, we were years ago, we're walking on the beach and this guy with this huge fucking boner is setting up a beach tent and he was so old and
Was
wrinkly.
his tent turning him on?
Well, my mom was like, this guy's pitching a tent, setting up a tent or something. And I was like, oh my God. It was disgusting. But yeah, like swingers resorts and shit like that, I feel like nobody is good looking there.
no, definitely not.
Nobody there. And I'm for it. Like the nudist colonies, I feel like they're all old. Like nobody there's like 30 years old and
Absolutely.
tight. They're all like 60, 70 years old at these nudist colonies.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
that's
feel
when
like
they, like, come out in
tripped
life.
too hard at Woodstock and like
Oh,
never recovered.
you're
And
right.
like, yeah. And here we are now.
And here we are now with our fucking titties swinging
Yep.
naked.
Like if I'm like, I feel like I'm self-conscious in a fucking bikini. These people have no shame walking around with their like vag lips down to their knees.
They're so saggy.
It's gross. So yeah, that you are right. Whoever asked that.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why, but I feel like we should start a nudist colony for hot people.
Oh my God, we should.
I'm in. All right, next question. What can you do in public to make someone extremely uncomfortable? I feel like there's so much to do. Pull out your wiener.
Yeah.
Public sex.
Like without getting arrested or
PDA. Fucking PDA
Yeah.
in general. When somebody's like full on, okay, you've seen the videos of the mask PDA where they're making out with their masks on.
Oh my God.
Stop it.
That is weird.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I just
Stop
want to
it.
hurl.
I
like,
want to barf.
ugh. What is the point of that?
There's no point in that. Take your fucking mask off,
Are
man.
they tonguing the inside of the mask?
I don't
or
know.
like
I feel like they're just brushing lip to lip, but
Ugh.
with like a mask. It's like that fucking, what is that called? Where you fuck through a sheet?
huh? Ghost sex?
I don't know if it has a name, but it's like when you fuck through a sheet. So,
What?
yeah. So you've never heard of this where the Orthodox Jews do it?
No.
Wait, what? They cut a hole in a fucking sheet and they like penetrate through a sheet so they're not like skin on skin with each other.
Okay.
And it makes it less sexy, I guess.
They're weird.
Right?
I'm sorry, no offense.
I'm
They're
none
fucking
taken.
weird.
Yeah, no. It's like a thing that they do, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm not an Orthodox Jew, but like you fuck through a hole in the sheet, you cut a hole in it.
They don't even sleep in the same bed as
No,
their
they
partner.
don't.
I watched that show on Netflix, Unorthodoxed. They're like miserable, and how they treat the women. Jesus Christ!
Horrible.
No
well,
wonder.
there's no romance in it. It's
Oh,
not
no,
about
it's-
romantic.
They're
it's
fuck
like,
toys, that,
Exactly.
and just like made to reproduce, like a fucking cow
like
or something.
Handmaiden's Tale type shit.
Yep.
It's terrible. But yeah, so like you're not supposed to, I guess there's no pleasure for a woman. Like I doubt these women orgasm. And
No.
like they're not getting their titties sucked and nobody's going down on them. That's faux sure.
Right.
So like I would run. So, but like, yeah, they fuck through a sheet and it's only to like procreate. But that's like what the mask, kissing with the mask reminds me of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, dude, you're not a fucking Orthodox Jew. Cut it the fuck out.
yep.
Also what you could do in public.
You can pretend you have something wrong with you.
Wait, Alex's sister does that like a lot.
Yeah, she'll just scream random things.
More.
Yeah, she'll be like, Morty! And like people will turn around like bewildered, and she'll just be like standing there like,
She'll go really loud.
we were all standing in Penn Station one time waiting for the train, and there's ladies like standing next to her, and my sister just looks at her and goes, and the woman's like,
What the fuck? She does that all the time. She'll go up in somebody's face like Morty Bop and then just like walk away.
One time we were in Old Navy with my cousin, and I forget what happened, and my sister just like, like behind this lady, and she got scared and was pissed.
I would cry laughing because your sister's so cute too.
I know, you'd never expect it.
Coming from her, it's so funny. So
We were at a restaurant one time for my cousin's birthday, and like her boyfriend at the time like worked at the restaurant, and we had a big table, so him and this other girl were serving us, and the girl would come and my sister would be like when my cousin's boyfriend like knows that she does that shit, so he's like, and the woman taking her order is like, what? And she's like, sorry, salad please. So my cousin's boyfriend comes over, it's like, cut it out. She's like, sorry.
we should bring that back more.
I know, we should really do
It's
that.
like quarantine. Anything fucking goes right now.
Yep.
I love to embarrass myself in public.
Oh, me too.
It doesn't matter.
I used to plank on things.
Oh, yeah.
Like randomly everywhere, and people would be like, what the fuck?
We would fall in public, like tripping out of places. Like, let's fall and see the reaction. People like, yo, are you okay, man? I'm fine. But like, yeah, you could do anything. I mean, that's like such a broad question, but like,
You know what actually really makes me uncomfortable? When people yell at each other in public.
oh yeah.
Like if somebody like screams at their kid, I'm like, whoa.
Well, so in the car business, you have people. So like I do finance, right? So I have couples in my office, and it's so funny sometimes to see the dynamic. Like recently I had this husband and wife, and the wife was just like, the husband's asking me questions and the wife's like, can you shut up, Marv? I got this. And she's like yelling at him. And then he'll start talking, like asking about rate. And she goes, you know what? Just stop talking. Just stop talking right now.
Yeah,
Stop
when the
asking
woman
her
like
questions.
emasculates a guy,
It's
I'm like,
so
ugh.
uncomfortable, right? And
Yeah.
she's like, stop asking questions. You're making yourself sound so stupid. And then she would ask the same question. And
Oh
I
my
was
God.
like, what? And then he leaves and he's like, you could tell who wears the pants around here. And I'm like looking
It's like, yeah,
what
not
the
you, bro.
fuck? And then I had another person, older couple, where the husband was doing that to the wife. And the husband turns to the wife and the wife's talking to me and he tells her, he goes, I told you in the car, you shut the fuck up. You don't say a fucking word here. And then I'm like, my eyes go wide. Because
Like-
the woman's just asking me like, I like your nails. It was something so simple like that.
That's odd. And
And the
that's like
husband- Abuse.
abuse.
Abuse. And the fucking husband screams at her and is like, go wait in the fucking car.
Oh my God.
Makes her wait in the car. And the wife's like, look at her, about me. Like, you look at her looking at you like that. Yeah, I can't believe you did this in public. He was get in the fucking car.
Can't believe you did that in public. I can't believe you did that in
Married.
general, you
You're
piece of shit.
Yo, if I was in a relationship and somebody ever rose their voice to me like that, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, like, I think you forgot who I am.
Yeah, bitch, I'll fucking cut your balls off, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, no, that would never happen. But it's like these people are in the relationships like letting this happen.
Well, that's why it keeps getting done. You
Exactly.
let shit slide, people go fucking ice skating.
I mean, the husband doing it to the wife, I was like, whoa. But the wife doing it to the husband, I was cracking up because this bitch definitely gets beat up around the house. Like, he like walked out of my office, like shoulders sunken, like, you know who wears the pants around here?
It's like, yeah, dude, that's not funny.
Yeah,
like, grow a
fucking untuck
pair.
your dick, bro.
He's definitely having an affair.
100%.
Those are the guys that have the affairs.
With the
when
Craigslist
you get
people.
treated like shit at home by your significant other,
Mm-hmm.
because they're not going home and having sex tonight. That's for sure.
Nope. Or she probably like fucking puts a chastity belt on him.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, fucks him in the ass. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Pegging.
Ugh. Okay, here's one. Oh, shit. Was Harvey Weinstein really that bad? Okay. I have an opinion on
away.
this, which I might get some people riled up. So I'm going to apologize in
cares?
advance for my opinion. But was he a scumbag? Absolutely. Was he disgusting? Absolutely. Were these women sort of in the wrong? Kind of. I'm sorry, ladies. What business meeting are you going to with a dude in his hotel room, just you and him, and you think you're not sucking dick or fucking for the part that you're auditioning for?
Then you're fucking brain damaged.
Like, I'm sorry, you knew going there. You did it to get ahead and get the part. You got it. You made millions off it. You didn't say a fucking word about it. Now when all this shit comes out and, you know, people who were really damaged by it want to come forward and, like, you know, tell their story, you're just going to piggyback off that too.
Like, honestly, I'd suck Harvey Weinstein's dick if I was making $50 million a year moving forward.
Of course.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
If I'm getting the lead in, I don't know, Titanic, I'm sucking James Cameron's
sucking his
dick
dick.
so that I could fuck Leonardo DiCaprio in the trailer between scenes.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't
But-
even care if it's like some mediocre role just to get some like my foot in the door. I'd suck a fucking wiener or two.
In that industry, people sleep around to get to the top. You know what you're signing up for, going to this man's hotel room.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there was rumors about him going around in the business.
100%.
So if you're going to tell me you didn't think it would happen to you, you're full of shit.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, I don't go to my boss's hotel room for a fucking meeting.
If my boss said that, I would
I'd
be
be
like,
like,
no,
no.
meet me at wherever meeting place we're supposed to meet at with my agent and my lawyer, who, whatever. People who are supposed to be at business meetings.
Right.
Like, we're not meeting in your hotel room at 10 o'clock at
No.
night with a bottle of champagne and going to discuss the movie.
The movie role.
Like, I know what I'm doing
We're
there.
not fucking doing scenes in your fucking hotel room. This is casting call shit right now, bitch.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know.
I agree with you.
I'm
like,
so-
you know
like-
what you're going to do. You walk in there knowing you're going to fuck the guy. He's a scumbag that actually, like, doesn't look at talent as much as he looks at, like, who gives him the best blowy. Absolutely.
And
But
he-
you're succumbing to that.
Right. And he threw around his power. Absolutely.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But you gave him the power to do that
Yeah.
when you sucked his dick for the role.
It's your choice to suck a wiener.
Right.
He's not raping you.
Because now you sucked his dick and he owes you.
Uh-huh.
And that's what you wanted.
And now you make $40 million a fucking year to
Right.
do Evian fucking sponsorship because you got those movie roles. So now you can just cruise and fucking free sailing.
Right. So let's not act like you were traumatized and scarred for life, because you did what you had to do at the time. And I'm not faulting you for that.
Absolutely, because we would do the same thing.
Yeah, I would.
100%.
Listen, the guy deserves to rot in prison. He's just a piece of shit. He's a scumbag. And he's gross, and he did rape some of them.
Yeah.
So that's horrible. But the ones who willingly went there and did what they
Knowing
had to do to
takes
get
two to
what they
tango.
wanted, I don't have respect for you. And stop trying to piggyback on the tales of people that actually did have a traumatic experience.
If you were just like, yeah, I sucked his dick to get there and I got there, I'd be like, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah, good for you, man. Whatever you got to do to pay the bills, make ends meet, get to the top.
If you're making millions like that to get to the top, I'm fucking okay with it.
Right.
Absolutely. We've done worse for free.
Disappointed but not surprised.
Shit that I've done for free. I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess.
I know people are always like, would you do this for like $100,000? I'm like, shit, I've done that for free.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like the people doing OnlyFans right now, I fully support you. Posting your nudes and shit to get money from it. Amen.
Yep.
Because you know how many nudes I've sent out just to get ghosted? Like for free? I have so many nudes floating out that if them leaked, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
I'd be so fucking happy.
If anybody wants to post my nudes, go for it.
Go
Because I
for
saw
it.
a girl that did a lawsuit.
Yeah.
And she got $10,000
I'm
because it was like
in.
revenge porn.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Post my pussy away, guys. But do the good ones at least.
Yeah. Like, don't embarrass me.
Yeah, don't embarrass me. Although I don't think I have like that many bad nudes out because I didn't send a bad nude. It was
No.
always maintained and groomed.
I
But
really don't send nudes too often. So there's only like few.
I had one guy that I sent nudes every day to.
Well, that was different.
That was different. But yeah, Harvey Weinstein, I don't know. Was he that bad? Yeah. Did they know what was going on? Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry,
Not sorry.
Okay, next question. It's more of a statement. Sex dolls and those that use them.
Well,
It's quarantine, man.
pretty sure we did an episode on this.
We did an episode on this. We did an episode on the sex doll, the brothels.
Yes.
How there's the brothel of them. What was it called? The 4 floor? No, not 4 floors of whores or whatever. That was another one. But it's a sex doll brothel in like different
Yeah.
countries. And they tried to get one in Texas, but the mayor of Texas shut it down.
I mean,
Because it's legal. Like, it's a
mean,
doll
you're
that
just
you're
fucking a doll.
You're fucking a fucking doll.
you can't traffic them technically.
No, they don't have feelings. They're made of plastic.
It's actually like not a bad idea to
a
kind of
great idea.
eradicate human trafficking.
I love this idea. They're realistic. They're like huge. They're life size. I mean, we were talking to one guy one time with the sex doll thing. He had a couple of different sex dolls.
This is the one he dressed them up in the football.
He dressed them up
uniforms
in the football uniforms to watch
and like
football
watched
games
football
with
with them and like gave them beer and
Yeah,
stuff.
they were like posing, and he would take pictures of them and like fucking like, you know, Patriots jerseys, like Gronkowski.
Yup.
And like he would literally sit them on the couch, have them like have beers in their hands and watch football. And he had 2 of them, and they were like $1,100 each.
That's
and they had
nuts.
interchangeable pussies,
That is so weird.
right?
And like honestly, these days the technology is so advanced. You can like make them what you want them to look like.
Yep.
So if you have a preference, like race, hair
Big
color.
titties,
Yep, titties.
curly hair, bushes. You can give them a fucking bush. And the interchangeable pussies, you could like they're dishwasher safe, I believe.
Yep.
And like you can make them a little looser. You can make them a little flappier. Like some guys like flaps. Some guys like it nice and tight. Some guys like it a little looser. Some guys like it like, I don't know, fucking like butthole size. And you could like rail them whenever you want. They move.
They don't talk back.
They can talk back, and you position them in certain ways so they're totally flexible. I feel like they're more flexible than we are.
Absolutely. Especially me. I'm like an old woman.
So I'm at Expressions the other day, and I'm in line, and I see this guy standing behind me, and he's got 2 pocket pussies in his hand.
2.
2. He had one in each hand, like
Damn,
little
dude.
fleshlights, and he's looking for like the perfect lube. And I turned around and I look at him. I said, "Quarantine, man," and he just like nods at me, like quarantine. Like, this guy was probably so embarrassed.
But like, dude, what are you buying them there for?
I don't know. If I was a guy, I would buy them online discreetly.
Me
I wouldn't
too.
be walking around a store with pocket pussies.
So would I.
Although as I'm walking through Expressions with my like clit sucker dildo,
I don't think it's the same thing for a woman.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's like women get themselves off. We all play with our toys. You guys
Right.
all know that.
Right.
But I think for like men, it's like they're doing it when they can't get pussy.
Exactly.
So-
And I use toys in the bedroom with guys.
Right. This guy's not using a pocket pussy with a woman.
No, he's not using a pocket pussy with a woman. He was like a little overweight, like short man, just like fucking these pocket pussies. And I guess he bought 2. So like when one gets dirty, he could just use the other.
But
I don't know. Or maybe he's got like a roommate. Hey, roomie.
or maybe he's like so rough with it they break.
Gotta back
He's
up.
like, back up. Maybe he's giving them as Christmas gifts.
Oh, that's a good stocking stuffer.
Yeah, or like in a Secret Santa.
That's a good idea.
What do you call that when you throw all the gifts in and you pull it out?
Like the grab bag.
Yeah, my friend, her family always does it. One year she put a dildo in and her grandpa got it.
No way. That is so embarrassing. Was she cracking up?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But nobody knew who it came from, I don't think.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that was so hilarious. Okay, next question. Why do we love nipple piercings when we know they taste like coins? I don't know.
They're sexy.
I know a guy that had nipple piercing. I thought it was hot.
You thought it was hot? I don't know if I would like a guy with a nipple piercing.
I mean, I didn't like care either way. I wasn't like, oh, it's like, you know.
yeah.
I was like, whatever. I got my nipple pierced once.
I got 1 nipple pierced.
Me too. I took it out like 3 days later though, because I don't really like take care of my piercings when I get them. They always get infected. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want my nipple falling off.
Oh, hell no.
I did it because I lost a bet and I was also really drunk.
I was wasted when I got my nipple
too.
pierced. Wasted.
I don't like remember the pain, but my friends that I was with videotaped it and I watched it the next day. My face like turned white as a sheet.
Did
And I
it?
looked like I was like gonna die.
I'd
Yeah.
probably get mine pierced again. Here's why I also think it's hot. Because you know these bitches are crazy.
Right,
Back to the fucking
right.
crazy. Anybody that gets a nipple piercing is fucking crazy.
Hence why we've had
We've
ours.
had them, so you know that they're freaks in bed.
Yep, that is
Yup.
true.
Nipple piercing bitches are freaks in fucking bed.
Good point.
Good point. That's why guys love them. Okay, next one. Sexless marriage. And then they comment,
Can't relate.
at least you still get fucked by the government.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah. Sexless marriages? What the fuck? Unless you're both asexual going in,
Well, like, what stage of the game are we talking about?
any stage of the game. Any stage of the game. There is, I don't know. I'm not having a fucking roomie. I live with you.
Yeah.
then at that point, because we're soulmates and we're not sleeping together.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we're not.
And we'd have more fun than with our male partners.
Exactly.
Not
Exactly.
sexually, but you know what I mean.
But like if I'm in a sexless marriage, what the fuck is the point?
Not for nothing. I hate to say this, but I'm going to go look for it elsewhere.
I'm looking for it elsewhere. Like I
Sorry.
don't know. I probably get out of it. I would probably get out of it because I'm not a cheater.
Yeah.
But if I'm not getting my fulfillment in my relationship and my marriage, there's no point in having this. I could have a fucking best friend to live with at that point.
Right. But I would talk to the person first, like, hey, look, these are my needs. They're not being met. What are we going to do about it? What's the issue? Because I know it ain't me.
Right.
What's the problem?
Right.
And then if it still goes nowhere, okay, well, I tried to talk to you about it. Now, one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to stray or we're going to get divorced and I'm going to find somebody else that wants to
fill
fuck
my
me.
needs. I'm a horny bitch.
Like, listen, everybody has needs.
If you're lying in bed next to me, I'm going to want to fuck. Does it have to be every single day? No. Should it be a couple times a week?
Yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And any guy that disses me and says, I'd be so like, what the fuck? But I think some people are just asexual as it is. And those people going into the marriage, knowing that they're asexual, then that's fine. That's your life. But for me personally, to be with somebody and them to not want to have sex with me, there's no fucking way.
Right.
No fucking way.
Because then you start doing the whole, well, is it me?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the first thing that comes to mind is they're having sex with somebody else.
Yep. If it ain't me, it's somebody else.
Exactly. Because men just don't not have sex. There's reasons.
There's absolutely fucking reasons for that.
And like, listen, if you go on a medication and it lowers your libido, okay, I get that. We work
get
through
that. We're
that.
gonna work through that.
Whatever. But if you're just like lose your sex drive completely and you're not going to do anything to fix it, take horny goat weed, take whatever, take those herbs. Like,
and we could just be friends.
Right.
We could just co-parent or whatever. But at this point, you're not going to be my life partner.
Right. Where
Sorry.
I don't need more friends. I have enough. I don't need a roommate. Been there, done that. Like, come on.
No, I need to like jump on your wiener a couple nights a week.
And just my opinion and some advice, if that starts happening in your relationship and you don't have sex and you keep letting it go, the longer you let it go, the more normal it becomes. And then the harder it is to
get
kickstart it again. Because it's like, well, you didn't say anything for 6 months, so.
Absolutely. I had a friend that didn't have sex with her boyfriend for like a year and a half.
What are you doing at that point?
A year and a half. She finally was like, I'm done. She broke up with him.
Yeah.
But a year and a half. Like, you're in bed together every single night. I'm sorry, but when I cuddle up to my man, I'm grabbing them.
Yeah.
I'm groping them. When I'm in bed with them, they're fucking like, they walk past me, I'm pinching their fucking ass. Like, I'm a sexual being.
Right.
When I'm with somebody. Granted, I had a little lull for 2 years, but like when I'm with somebody, it's got to be like, and I'm into them, it's going to be like pretty much every single day.
Yeah.
For it not to be every day, I don't know. I'd feel less of a woman.
Well, I'm bringing it up after like a week goes by.
Yeah.
Maximum 2 weeks.
I wouldn't even bring it up. I just put my mouth on his head.
Well, I mean, what if they're not like, you're not even like at that point?
What do you mean?
You're just like both sit on the couch. Then one of you's like, hey, going to bed. I got to be up early. They're like, all right, I'm going to stay up. And there's like, no.
No, I don't know if that would ever happen in my life.
Yeah.
I don't see that
I
ever
didn't think it would
happening
ever
in my
happen
life.
in my life too. And it did. Just saying. I'm like, okay.
See you upstairs.
When I was saying I was going to bed, that was your cue to like come.
Yeah.
In 2 ways. Like come to bed and come in me. But
see, I would jump on them on the couch.
But if the vibe is like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
Read the room. Like,
great details. Get into it.
Like, if you're just sitting there and you're like giving the eyes and like trying to scoot over and they're very like unresponsive as if like a mannequin was fucking sitting there.
Oh my God, no.
And like you haven't had sex in a while, like you could catch the vibe that it's not gonna happen.
I don't know. I'm like a fucking like rapist. So last night, even last night, I've been seeing this guy for a couple of months. I'm watching a movie with him. We're in his bed. I go to the bathroom. I come back. Movie's still fucking halfway through. I fucking straddle him at that point. Like, we're going right now.
But that's different. You guys are like in that, like, you know, like in the rapid stage,
and he's
like,
not
into
opposed to it,
right?
He's not
but
like, wait, let's finish the movie. It's like, no, we're pausing this fucking shit.
But if he was sitting there, like, not talking to you and being like on his phone the whole time, and then you were like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed, and he was like, good night. And like you're not gonna just start straddling him. Trust me. You might actually.
I absolutely
You probably would though.
I would take his pants off like right then and there.
Well, then you get into like a touchy area, because then if you do that and they reject you, it's even worse than if you didn't try at all.
I would cry.
Yeah, there were times I was just like, it's got to be me. Like, you're just not into me. No, it's not that. But
I would cry.
You know, they were going through their own shit. So
I was rejected once by an ex. I remember this distinctly. And we were both like really fucked up on crack one night.
Oh, God.
And like I came out, were we on crack? We were on something. I think it was, we smoked crack. And I came out in this green like lingerie piece. And this goes back years. I was like 23 at the time. So like, I guess 12 years ago or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I come out of the bedroom and I'm in this like green lingerie Victoria's Secret thing. And I was like, let's go. And he was like, no. And he was like fighting with me about it. I don't know, but like, we were like smoking a lot of fucking rock that night. So like,
yeah, he probably wasn't interested.
No, he was like staring out the window, paranoid. And I remember I started sobbing, crying, sobbing. I felt so hurt, and it was so dramatic because I was like so fucked up and temper tantruming like all around that I was like, I will never forget that. I got like, was rejected by him, and I was like, I'm breaking up with you. Like, this relationship's over, because it's like, I don't know.
It's offensive.
It's very offensive.
Yeah.
One of my best friends, she ended up breaking up with this guy that day because she woke him up, this is years ago, and she woke him up, they're in bed and they're on vacation. So for a vacation, you should be fucking all the time.
Yeah, you
should be. So she woke him up, it was like 4:00 in the morning, and she starts blowing him, right? And
every guy's dream to wake up to that in a paradise.
Dream. He got pissed at her for waking him up in his sleep.
That's when you know.
And she was so upset, and she brushed it off because she is like, she fears rejection as it is, brushed it off, tried to fuck him later. He was like not having it. And then she just like broke up with him that day.
Yeah, you have to at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. If I was waking some guy up to head, I feel like that's every guy's dream in America.
It is.
Or like playing video games or watching football while you're getting your dick sucked.
Oh, yeah.
And if you reject that,
that's when you know there's an issue.
There's a fucking issue. There's a big issue, or like they just suck at life.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not into sexless marriage. I can never do that.
No.
Which love a healthy sex life, even when you're older. Like, I know people that are like 60, 70 years old and they have a really healthy sex life, and I think you absolutely fucking should.
It shouldn't die just because you're older.
No, I'm gonna be like that 80-year-old fucking giblet, like fucking my man, saggy titties and all.
Oh my God. Well, that brings us to our next question. 50 Shades of Grey and the basic Karens that love it. Step that shit up. The movies sucked and the books are terrible. That's some high school vanilla BDSM bullshit. I agree. I read 50 pages of that book and I couldn't even get through it. For the writing itself is horrible, and it looks like somebody in their, senior class, end of school year paper wrote that shit.
Yeah.
And they were in the remedial
class. The movie was cheesy as fuck.
The movie was horrible.
Yeah. The second one was the worst.
Oh my God. I made my ex watch the first one on Valentine's Day just because we couldn't find anything. I was like, it had just come out.
Yeah.
I was like, just fucking put this on. We were dying the whole time. We were like, what? He was so mad. He's like, what is this
It's so
shit?
cheesy.
It is so cheesy.
Bad.
But women in America, like
ate that up.
The housewives, moms.
Well, because they're not getting their fucking satisfaction at home then, I guess.
Right.
I don't know.
They're like reading it on the couch and it's like soaking wet spot.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it was not hot. It was not like, I don't know, like, is being tied up like a thing that's like, ooh?
I love being tied up.
But like, are these women like, whoa, I've never heard of that?
What?
Are that many people like that? I don't know.
I guess so. I guess they're like sheltered and their husbands aren't fulfilling their fucking needs. I love a good tie up. I'm like for it.
That's
Strap
fun.
me down, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Hit me.
No, I don't know about the hitting, but
Like, not in the face. I don't want to be hit in the face. Wait, this is really funny. Side note. So I'm doggy style last night. And I go, spank me. And he goes, what? Spit on you?
oh God.
He's like, I was about to hock a loogie on your
Ew.
back. He's like, I guess if you wanted it, I would.
Oh my God.
But at least he's open to that.
Yeah, that's a good quality, open-mindedness.
But no, just spank me.
Yeah,
Like,
let's start
save
with
your
the
loogies.
basics.
Save your loogies.
We'll do that another
I'm not
night.
into that shit. I was cracking up. But at least he's open to being like, spitting on me if I really wanted it.
All right, why not?
I'm not there. But like, okay, so Alex and I worked with a guy that was such a pervert that went to 50 Shades of Grey, and he sat in the theater and he waited till all the women left and he sniffed all the fucking seats at the movie theater.
Yep.
This is facts.
Like, what goes on?
This is fucking
This
facts.
is the people that we fucking work with. I used to work there. Addie still does.
Still do. He went and just put his fucking face in all the fucking seats to like sniff the wet spots. But women went crazy over that movie and that fucking book.
Yeah.
And I found it very vanilla.
It was just bizarre to me, the whole thing.
The Red Room.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come
Come
on.
into my bedroom and we can get a little freakier than that.
It was just stupid.
Right.
He made her sign a contract.
A waiver.
And not for nothing, I'm sorry, but she was ugly as sin. There was no way he was into her.
Well, because he was not like the other Barbies. See, I think Dakota Johnson's gorgeous.
Do I need to get you glasses?
I think she's really pretty.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex is like, agree to disagree, bitch. She's plain, but like, so he wasn't used. He wanted somebody that was like not like the Barbies that he's used to, not with like the blonde, the fake tits, and she like took his breath away. But like, if some guy made me sign a fucking waiver for our sex life, I'd be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I'd be like, I think we're going a little too far.
Yeah, just like fucking beat me, and like I'm not gonna sign a fucking waiver for this shit.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Yeah,
The
so
whole thing just was like, ugh.
we vote that movie was fucking stupid.
It was horrible. The book was so bad. I can't believe that writer's probably a millionaire.
Right. You know what? You want to get into some freaky shit? I said this last week. Pornhub public disgrace.
True.
Public disgrace.
Ooh, we should write a book about like
Public
something
disgrace?
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if these bitches are getting a hot and steamy from fucking 50 Shades of
Grey in their
we can
red room with like one fucking flogger.
we could have like all our guests on here. Like we could all come together and write a fucking
Chapters.
book.
I'm so down with that.
Okay.
100 fucking percent. But I feel like our shit's so far fetched that like people will be like, "What the fuck am I reading?"
Yeah,
man?
they'll be like, "Oh," and we'd be like
sex dolls.
excommunicated from the church and like banned from like children's stores everywhere.
We'd get like a 1 on Goodreads out
Yeah.
of 5. Fuck you, Carrie. Don't rate it. You're fucking 2 stars.
At least she gave us 2, not 1.
Exactly.
Thanks, girl.
Bitch. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Q&A part 2. Before we close out, we have our special little segment.
Confession Corner. Woo. Meow, meow.
Okay, first confession. This one's gross. I got high on my period and had a huge blood clot that I thought was a miscarriage, so I buried it.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm sorry for your loss.
Ew.
Can you imagine having a blood clot that big that you thought it was a fucking miscarriage? Like, what are you fucking plopping out? A football?
I don't know. Mine were never that big.
No. I guess if you're
Gross.
that high.
I guess.
Where'd
On
you
what
bury
though?
There's a lot of questions to that you need to fulfill. So please explain
Yeah,
further.
please send us the details. Okay, here's one. I fantasize about my wife with her personal trainer. Backstory, we've been married for 10 years. For the last 3 years, my wife has been working with a personal trainer at the gym. Since COVID, we've moved to home gym workouts. She has amazing results. Her confidence is through the roof. It's been amazing. Her trainer is what you'd expect a personal trainer to look like, tall, athletic, physique, Chris Evans type. Before all the shutdowns, I knew her trainer from playing pickup basketball at the gym, and let's just say I've seen him in the locker room afterwards, and the guy has a lot to offer. My wife and I sometimes use a penis sleeve in bed. Okay, what's a penis sleeve?
I guess that's like a fleshlight.
Oh. I'm not small or anything. It's just so hot seeing her reaction to the difference in size. When we use it, I find myself fantasizing that it's her trainer having sex with her, with me watching in the corner. I've never told her this before, but I am subtle about it, asking her if she likes how big he is.
I know
and
what a
it
penis
drives her
sleeve is.
wild.
Wait, it's an extension for your dick.
What? Let me see.
Oh my God. So
Oh.
it's basically like an extension for your wee-wee. Oh my God, our micro wee-wee guy
Wait,
should
Chris
use this.
Seaborn needs
Seaborn
this.
needs this.
Screenshot this so we could
I'm gonna
send it to him.
Chris Seaborn in your micro wee-wee. So it goes on your, it's like an actual hard sleeve that tucks around your ball sack. And so you put it on. Bitches that are listening, just Google this shit right now. Whoa, they make one ribbed? Oh, I want that.
I want to try this.
But here's the thing. Unless you're dating a guy with a micro wiener, which we would never do, how do you say something that you want to put a wiener sleeve on your guy without fully offending him?
I don't know. Maybe just buy it and be
No,
like, can we do this?
That's so offensive, I feel
Is
like.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's telling them that your dick isn't like toys.
Yeah, I guess.
And like clit stimulators and stuff like that. Well, they're fucking you, they're okay with. But like, yo, I want a sleeve that covers your wee-wee because your wiener's not good enough for me. I feel like that would ruin every man's fucking life.
Yeah, you're right.
So unless
maybe I
they
won't
bring
bring
it
up
up.
the sleeve.
But, oh my God, I've never seen this before.
But this is such a great option
this
for
is
micro
such a great
wieners.
option for micro wieners.
Oh, I feel like why don't more people know about
Yeah,
this?
it tucks around your balls. It goes on. Whoa. And it makes you huge. Oh, I love this.
All right, dude. Well, I mean, if that's what turns you on, why don't you see if the guy would be down, the trainer to be down?
Threesome.
Yeah, have him fuck your wife and you could watch in the corner.
I like that plan.
Or you could be like our friend and just date the two of them. Or he could date the two of you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. A polyamorous relationship.
Yep, with the trainer.
Yep.
That's hot.
All right, next confession. My family is searching the house for the intruder because of me. I was jerking off too loud.
Ass.
I mean, how do you confess that it was like me jerking off too loud?
Why don't you just say like you stubbed your toe?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
And like you were screaming.
Yeah. Or you were like moving heavy furniture.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Mom, I was moving my bed and rearranging my room.
Want to check it out? There's so much more space for
Activities in here. Want to do karate in the garage?
Oh, here's one. My cousin's boyfriend had sex dreams about me. Hey guys, help me out here. Ooh, I love when they ask for our advice. I'm a 20-year-old gay guy who does drag. I have a female cousin who's 35 and her fiance is a 36-year-old male who up until this point was pretty confident in his sexuality, which is straight. Me and my cousin are very close, so she told me a few months back that she likes dressing him up in women's clothes and also enjoys it, and he also enjoys it sexually. They both get off. However, today I received a message from her fiance saying he has had multiple dreams about me and drag coming on to him and doing sexual stuff together. What do I do? He has sworn me to secrecy with him telling me this info in confidence, but like, do I try to help him with his sexuality or just leave him to figure it out for himself? You need to tell him that he needs to talk to his fucking wife
Yeah.
and tell her about the dreams.
Yeah. Or no, I don't know.
What if she like,
Therapist.
What if she like reads the messages between you guys?
Yeah.
And then starts hating you because thinks that you had some part in this or whatever because you didn't tell her.
I would talk to a therapist though about it. I don't know if I would even tell the wife.
If you were the husband or you were the cousin?
The husband.
Yeah, go to a therapist.
Go to a therapist, a sex therapist, and then live out your wild fantasies. But don't tell your wife.
But just not with your wife's cousin.
Not with your wife's cousin, because that's fucking weird, because then that brings family into it, and then that's like awkward.
But now the cousin wants to know what we should do. Leave it alone, dude.
Leave it alone.
I wouldn't even answer, to be honest.
No, leave it alone, because that's family, and that's fucking weird, and you're the
Right.
one that's going to get blamed for it.
Exactly. That's what always happens.
It's always the case that you're the one that's going to be blamed for it.
They're going to stay
and they're
together.
gonna stay together.
Yep. And then
Don't
you're
get
going to be
involved.
outcasted from the family.
Yep. Walk away, bro.
Yeah.
Unless you want some chaos in your life.
I just wouldn't answer. He's going to feel like a moron. The next time you see him, I bet he won't even bring it up.
Nope.
Or if he does, he'll apologize or something.
Yeah.
And then it never has to get weird again because he'll know better.
Yeah. Don't just block. Throw that block up.
Yeah.
I like that.
Best advice I can give.
Best advice. Ignore.
Anyway.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in this week to our Q&A part 2. Any other
Not
questions?
you, Carrie.
Not you, Carrie. Fuck you and your 2 stars. My squeaky voice. I'm just going to squawk the next
nails
episode.
on a chalkboard.
I am squeaky. I get it from my mom. I can't help it.
Oh, Marge, I love her.
I get it from her. She's squeaky, especially when she drinks. She squeaks.
Really?
Oh my God. We're like, somebody mute her, please. When she drinks, she gets so high pitched. She like squeals. So I get it from my mom. Don't hate on my fucking mom, Carrie, you twat. Anyway, guys, if you have any other questions for us, write into our Instagram, Disappointed But Not Surprised, or our Facebook, Disappointed But Not Surprised Pod, or our Twitter.
Podcast.dbns.
Oh, and also if you want to see Chris Seaborn's micro wiener, we posted
Oh,
it on
yeah,
our
on
our
Twitter.
Twitter.
Or DM us on
Or DM
something
us,
else and we'll send it to
and
you.
we'll send it to you. Fuck you, Seaborn.
I just got a good screenshot of one today.
Yeah.
So.
And he's like, why'd you screenshot that? And we told him that we posted it on our Twitter, and I feel like he wants that. So go
He
to our
does.
Twitter to see his micro wiener. All right, bye, guys.
Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised. Disappointed but not surprised.